Namaste. We are here to do the vibe of the week. With a delay, there was no electricity. We had an electricity cut just as I was about to start. So we have some beautiful cards here for the week coming. They are really quite interesting. We have the Wisdom Keeper, which is a major arcana card. And the Wisdom Keeper is telling you to become the authority in your life. Then it goes into the Justice card, and the Justice card is number 11. Oh, let me just take a step back to say that the Wisdom Keeper is number 5. That's changed. This is the thread running through the vibe of the week for the past few weeks. Then we have the Justice card, which is also a major arcana card. The Justice card is number 11, which is the number for new beginnings, right? And justice. Justice is very important. The justice we are speaking about here is the law of karma. All right? So, what you give out, so shall you receive in return. Then we have the sea star, which is the beginning of the sea section of the deck. And this is the card. This is a card all about falling in love. This is a card about falling in love. It's a very positive card. It's a card of pure joy, and it's falling in love, finding, identifying all the aspects of love in your life wherever they are. Then the next one is 8 of Earth. Notice the progression. The next one is 8 of Earth, where you are starting new skills and going along and keeping your focus on where you want to go. Then we get to Seahorse. So basically what we are seeing here is a beautiful progression from becoming the authority in your life by identifying what false beliefs run your life. Most of us don't pay attention to this, and going right through from that to love, to focusing on a new skill, to dancing for joy, or dancing joy actually, to be the running with your imagination. That's what it's about. And then we get the Fire Star, and Fire Star again, because in this deck the star cards are the cards with that say yes, basically. Okay. And new beginnings again. Everything is about new beginnings, creativity, starting a new skill, and it ends with my absolute favorite card in the deck. So here we go.